Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Saturday Challenge, and today we have Attack of the Red Sea Sharks. Yes, we're getting very specific about our location. Okay, we've done that before. The Shark Fest documentaries, this is National Geographic, of course, they focus on Florida. They focus on fighting crocodiles in the Mississippi or something. I don't know. The Gulf, and then Australia, things like that. Also up north, do they? No, they don't go into the cold waters, do they? A lot. That's whales. Anyway, this is the attack of the Red Sea sharks, and they spend like maybe the first 15 minutes in the Red Sea before they jump off and head off to Australia. Then they head to Florida. And yeah, so there's a bunch of different places they cover in this, but it's connected. We might see the idea of sharks, especially oceanic based sharks, as something more common than, say, sharks swimming around a much smaller body of water like a sea off the coast of Egypt. But in 2022, where this story investigation started in earnest, two people got killed within the same day, I believe, from the way it looked. And it really started stirring up a lot of fear and just problems. Let's just say there are a little bit more responsive than the people at Amity Beach in Jaws. So this is from 2024. It's 44 minutes long. It is the first in our series of our final shark episodes every Monday until we're out of shark episodes. This one is from, I think, the last Sharkfest, and everything after this are all brand new Sharkfest episodes from 2026. Whether they're new or not in the overall scheme of things, I don't know, but I imagine they're all 2026 episodes. But in this one, yeah, we examine the situation in the Red Sea as to why this is starting to happen, what's different. It's more of an investigation than anything else, rather than going, this is totally normal and this is why it's happening. It is definitely not common. So at least at the time, I think from what it says, that it seems as if shark attacks are getting more common in the Red Sea, but that is somewhat skewed because as we humans start to have our phones on us at all times, except when we're probably swimming or surfing or whatever. It seems like whenever something like this happens, there's a whole lot more footage suddenly just thrown up on the internet and social media and everywhere else, and suddenly it looks like there's a shark attack happening all the time, or it's the same shark attack from 15 different angles or 100 different angles. So it seems more common, but it's technically not. In this case, though, in the Red Sea, it has a different configuration under the water as compared to, say, the ocean. The ocean tends to taper off from the beach and go into greater depths, whereas in the sea, it kind of goes down just a little bit under the water, then sort of plateaus and then drops off hard to the deeper waters. So you find sharks that might go into some slightly deeper waters and come right up to a more shallow area where you would find people more commonly swimming. They may not go so far out into the deeper waters, but that doesn't mean the sharks won't come into more shallow waters where people could be even standing. Or just snorkeling. In the case of one woman, a 68-year-old woman who's out snorkeling and looking at the coral and the stuff under the sea, and just having a good old time in the Red Sea, and unfortunately she ended up in an ambulance and did not make it, and that just added to a panic in that area where they were not used to that sort of thing. We're used to it here in America, especially Florida, the place that is just tops when it comes to shark attacks. They do interview a brother and sister who are out swimming in and off the coast at one point, and this poor girl had her leg taken from her. She was dragged away by the shark. Why did this happen? Again, this is part of the the investigation that goes into the timing, the time of year, what the sharks are doing in general at that time of year. In many cases, it's a situation where the female sharks are pregnant and they need to feed what's inside them and make sure that as many survive as possible. And in some cases, they showed it was I guess a tiger shark. In one of the instances off the coast of Australia, and yeah, they commonly have like 70-ish potential baby sharks. And wow, that's kind of terrifying. Not all of them usually make it, but she's not in a situation where she's just going out for a bite to eat on her own. She's eating for 70, so a little bit more desperate, especially when you're in an area maybe there might not be as much prey. And you might look like a seal, depending on how good they can see at the time. Their vision isn't that great. But if you look like a seal and they're looking up from below, oh, quick meal. But there's a bunch of different reasons. But the people that provide the information here in this 44-minute documentary will give you all those details. So if you live in the Red Sea, all of my people that watch my series from Egypt and bordering the Red Sea, yeah, obviously you're going to want to watch this. But also Australia, Florida, all over the world where shark attacks are happening and in some cases might be seen as increasing. It's a matter of understanding how and why and using the technology we have individually. They talk about an app that lets people who are swimming in certain areas or about to go swimming in certain areas give them the ability to check and see if there had been any sightings of sharks in that area and lets them choose as to whether or not to bother going anymore. Like, don't take the risk. And you can check ahead of time. So that might be common knowledge to the people who already are coastal and go swimming. I mean, I'm not far from the coast myself here in California, but I just don't get in the water, sadly. So I don't run any risks of sharks unless land shark? No land sharks. So I'm good. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 33. We have so few numbers remaining. Oh man. We got a short. We have so few shorts. A majority, I think more than 2/3 of what we have remaining are things that fall into the general umbrella category of documentaries, reality shows, behind the scenes and concerts and performances, things like that. So it's a lot. It's a lot in that category. So when we get a series, a movie, which I think we have like 2 or 3 of, we'll be getting some as the months go on here. We'll be getting stuff that was in the theaters and makes their debut on Disney Plus very soon. Most things take about 100 days from their debut in the box office or leaving the box office before they show up on Disney Plus. So be ready for like Devil Wears Prada 2. We'll definitely see that before my series ends. Along with Mandalorian and Grogu. Those are both in May. We'll see all sorts of things coming. So, but this one, we got a short. We got another short. We had a lot of shorts in the last few days, but I picked them because they were timely. But this one is something that was just added just a few weeks ago. This is Gracie's Corner Shorts. There's a series, of course, right up here, but that hasn't been picked yet. Here we'll get a quick little sneak preview of a number of shorts. Depending on how many there are, maybe I'll watch all of them. We'll see. Gracie's Corner Shorts is what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.